Like, I think that social media has found a way to reduce humanity and like reduce probably the most important things about our life, right? Like, even if it's just a highlight clip, but like also when you see the comment section or when you see all those things going down and like, here is the person that I know, right? Who's actually a really good trainer, who's really generous with people, who's really kind. Like, how do you just kind of move forward when you know like the public creates a completely different version of you that doesn't even exist?
Well, I think for me, I think one of the hardest things I ever had to deal with was when I was canceled and your people are calling you something that, in my opinion, I could justify beating the shit out of somebody because on a daily basis I'd like to. And I could justify stealing if I had to. I can't justify taking advantage of somebody. Whether it's a girl or a child, I think that would be the absolute worst. But even another guy, like taking advantage of somebody. So to be called something like that, you know, when somebody's like, oh, you sexually assaulted a woman, I'm like, okay. I never wanted to feel like fucking OJ or somebody who's like, oh, I didn't do it. Right? Like at the time, I wasn't sure, like it was before social media. Or there, like it was Facebook and Twitter and shit like that. But like Instagram wasn't a thing yet. And I just wasn't sure how to handle it. And you, like now I see a lot of these people who are just like, fuck you, I didn't do it, blah, 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 moving on.
Confronting rumor.
Fuck, I wish this guy was around when I was dealing with my shit. Because I would have just been like, you know, fuck you. But like, I'm like, the attorneys for MTV and stuff at the time were like, don't say anything, just keep your mouth shut. So I'm like, all right. Now I'm like a 26, 27-year-old kid. I don't know what the fuck to say. You know, you don't want to be like, oh, I didn't do anything. But I'm like, well, when me and the lawyer that they hired for me were talking about, I'm like, I wanted to go to court, go to discovery. What the fuck are they going to come up with? This didn't happen. So I don't care if it goes to court. They don't want to go to court because that's a bigger bill for them. So everything, if you know anything about the court systems, it's like, how do we squash this before we go to court? How do we make this cheaper and faster and effective for everyone involved? And through this whole time, which is a 2-year process, I'm getting called every fucking name in the book. Your character's destroyed. I can't get a fucking job. You're doing, and I'm like, even if it gets swept under, like I even contacted the guys who dealt with all the Duke shit. And I was talking to them, and even long after they discover that nothing ever happened, these guys are still getting called names. So it's like, it doesn't matter what happens. It took a lot of soul searching and dark nights for me where I'm like, I can't fucking deal with this anymore. I literally wanted to fucking kill myself. And I'm like, if that happens, then I lose.
Right.
Right. So I needed to figure out what could keep me going, what could keep me happy, what could keep me, you know, so maybe one day if I do get the chance to tell my story, it's like, maybe there's probably somebody else who could benefit from it. So for me, it was a lot of like, okay, how do I get beyond this? Now, fast forward to this woman falling off the pull-up bar. I'm like, what? I know that I didn't do this to this girl.
Yeah.
I know I didn't do this to this woman. I've spotted you like that 1,001 times. If you let go of the bar, it's not my fault.